maintain higher standards of quality and efficiency compared to public institutions. Secondly, private institutions are driven by performance and results, not bureaucracy. Teachers and staff are hired and retained based on merit and productivity, not political influence. They adapt quickly to modern teaching methods, update their curriculum, and to meet global standards and provide better faculties. In contrast, many public institutions, by rigid government rules, suffer from underfunding and often lack motivation for improvement. For example, consider the top-ranking universities in the world: Princeton, Harvard, Stanford, or MIT. All are private. The lead in research, innovation, and accountability. So my question is, can most public universities claim the same constancy in excellence? Moreover, if public universities are truly better, why do thousands of students around the world compete to enter private universities even at higher costs? And my opposite party, can you tell me, do public institutes offer a superior education compared to private institutes? In my opinion, no. But if it really does, what could be the answer? And I'm also saying that it's just not a competition. It's a key feature of private institutes. A better motivator for improvement than state dependency. Hence, I firmly conclude that private institutions, with their quality education and modern approach, are far better than public institutes. And if public institutes are really good, then great people like Donald Trump, Mahatma Gandhi, Sirajul Islam Chaudhuri, all of them have improved the world a lot even after studying in private institutes. And public institutes? What have public institutions been able to do? Apart from this, many other great people have studied at private institutes. But they retain their names in the pages of world history. So, what do you think? What is better, private or public? So my opposite party, I think you realized my question and answered it truthfully. In brief, I want to say that private institutions is better than public institutions. So all for the time being, thank you.
Now the first speaker who will define or give the benediction of public school is Tausif Salman, will give his speech right now.
If you chase a butterfly, it will fly away. But if you make a garden, then hundreds of butterflies will come out of the garden. Honorable judges, sagacious moderator, and my worthy opponents, a very good morning to you all. Today is a day where we are debating on public institute versus private institutes. And for some rational reason, I'm in favor of public institutes. Guys, you may ask me that why I'm in a private institute. Yes, I'm in a private institute because it's an exception, but not an example. So we cannot take exception as an example. There is a lot of places where public institutes are far ahead in terms of private institutes. Firstly, education is a basic right, not a privilege. Public institutes uphold this principle. Basically, what I'm trying to say is equality and accessibility of a student. So, as a first speaker, I'm not the lucky one who can listen to your hue and cry from you, but I'm sure that will shout a lot to stay here. But my clean and crystal clear question is, why do many teachers migrate to public institute, and why do people give BCS? I think that you think that it's a waste of time. Moreover, the teachers you will find in a public institute are mostly highly educated in terms of their subjects. If we look at Jahangirnagar University, we can see Monirud Jaman sir, Saniar Sattar sir, Ahmed Reza sir are giving classes in ELT department. And the most interesting part is there one syntax expert and another one is linguistics expert. My dear opponents, can you find something like this in a private institute? If we look at Britain, England, and America, we can see Noam Chomsky, the godfather of English linguistics, and Michael Shawn, The syntax experts are giving classes in a private school, in public school. You know, a boy from Camilla, being a student of public school, went to America taking scholarship, and I can show you a lot of it. I know you will give some illogical points that don't have any logic or significant proofs, but I have. Let me give some examples. First, Anisur Rahman, a student of Dhaka University, wrote great columns being a student of Public Institute. Information Daily Bright Bangladesh, 2025, 25th October. Secondly, a boy from Babuganj was caught red-handed while he was stealing. And the interesting part is, he was from private institute. Information 29th October 2025, Daily Bright Bangladesh. I can show you a lot of it, but the time is short. Here's all the proof. Moderator. Dear opponents, you have listened to my speech, and if you have 1% of brain, then you have to say that public school is better than private school. And I'm repeating it again that bright school and college is an exception, not an example. That's all for timing. I think we have come to see that public school is better than private school and are just as good. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Now the second speaker of the party that is going for private school is Varsha. She will be giving the speech of her.
Private institutions are not just centers of education. They're centers of excellence, built on accountability, results, and innovation. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today, abortion stands firmly against the motion that public institutions are better than private institutions. Private institutions rely on regulation and results to survive. Poor performance leads to financial loss and even closure. And you know what? This constant pressure doesn't destroy them. It drives them. It drives them to be better, to innovate, and to stay ahead. Public institutions, however, shielded by government money. So if they perform poorly, they keep getting money. So where is the motivation to innovate when the paycheck is guaranteed? Also, politics affects them a lot. Students' politics, minister change, government interference. Because of this, students often get longer to graduate. Students get involved in politics more than studies, so are the students or politicians. Look at the world's best universities: Harvard, Stanford, MIT, and even here in Bangladesh, Ram University, North-South University, and IUT, Islamic University of Technology, all stand out for its international standards and quality education. These institutions focus on performance, research and excellence, not comfort or experience. Private institutions teach one thing clearly: success is earned and achieved by hard work, not guaranteed. Even in healthcare, private hospitals like Mayo Clinic, Cleveland, and here in Bangladesh, Square Hospital, United Hospital provides fast, modern, and quality care. Meanwhile, some well-known public hospitals like Dhaka Medical College Hospital or Chattogram Medical College Hospital are sometimes overcrowded and slow and inefficient, leaving patients frustrated. So I want to ask my opponent, why do patients in famous public hospitals suffer endless waits, overcrowding, poor care, while private hospitals promise life-saving treatment with speed and dignity? Doesn't every human life deserve respect and quality care, no matter where they go? If public universities are better, then why do even most of the government officials send their children to private institutions and visit a private hospital? I demand the answer. Private institutions may charge more, but they give more through effect, innovation, and responsibility. They don't wait for change, they create it. That's all from timing. I hope that my opponent would realize the question and answer them truthfully. Thank you.
স্যার ও কপি দিতে চাচ্ছিল আমাদের কি দাও নাসিব বলি না ও আমাকে বলতেছে যে বলতে
Now the second
মাশাআল্লাহ
Now the second speaker now the second speaker of the party who are giving points of will be coming. Please come and give your speech.
ও আমাকে বলতেছে স্যার কি করবো আমি খাবো না স্যার আমার বলা আছে সাব দিতে শেখাও
স্যার কেউ খাবেন আপনি খান আর কেউ খাবে তুমি তারিফ খাবা নাই নাই ওরে না স্যার
শেষ শেষ
A candle. A candle loses nothing by lighting another candle. This one simple line can identify that which publication is better. Honorable judges, respected teachers, and my worthy opponent, a very good morning to you all. Today I rise to speak for the public institution, the only institution built on merit, equality, and national services. My dear opponents, I'm going to show you some groundbreaking logics to state that a public institution is better than a private institution. Public institutions are not only the center of education, but also the center of progress and success. In public institutions, the teachers teaches us socializing. The public institution do not teaches us only the ABCD, math, science. It teaches us the reality of our life. The reality of our life is not running behind the jobs. The reality of our life is to be a good human being. If we see the ranking of public and private institutions, so we will see a great difference. Public institution is go ahead. Also, the number of private institutions is Bangladesh is little in number.
মাইকে বাইতালে বলি
সমস্যা নেই ঠিক আছে ঠিক আছে সমস্যা নেই বাচ্চারা আমি এরকম
See that the number of seats in public institution is little in number. This is true, but this is with competition in public institution, and that's why public institution get their pure gold from a nation. If you say about the cost barrier in public and private institution, we will see that public institution charges a small amount of money, and a private institution charges several lakh taka per month. Recently, I have seen a news that Nitamban school charges 30 lakh taka per month. So who gets left behind? If the educational system only for the richest, so the national anthem will be start like money plays our school, money plays our school. Now, I want to ask my opponents a simple question. Do we want an educational system owned by money or an educational system owned by a nation? Our history also proves that who carries truly our identity. In 1952, the language movement and the liberation war all are began from the national public institutions. Those institutions who were saved our past, they will also secure our future. The time is short. Thank you, everybody.
Ali
her last speech or the first round's last speech.
A very pleasant morning to everyone. Honorable moderator, respected judges, respected teachers, and my fellow debaters. Assalamu alaikum. I was strongly against the motion that public institution is better than private institutions. And honestly, seeing my opponent stand here in favor of public institution, I cannot help but smile. I mean, how can someone study in a private institution and still argue that public institution is better? Sorry to say, but it's more like eating a chocolate cake every day and telling people that plain bread is tastier. Sorry to say, but it's more like eating a chocolate cake every day and telling people that plain bread is tastier. Private institutes aren't just institutes. They are the launchpad for success, confidence, and opportunities. My first speaker told something about politics. Now, I want to elaborate that point. In public institutions, students get involved in politics from school life in itself. Campus fight, clashes, and excursion become a part of their daily routine. Because they know no one will question them or ask them, why did you do that? But in private institutions, discipline is the first lesson. Students can skip classes, can fake attendance because here responsibility is real. In public institutions, even the smallest issue can shut the door. For days, weeks, sometimes months. But in private institutes, as example, we don't have to go so far. Our bright school and college is our example. Our honorable chairman sir would never even think of closing the doors of school. If he could, even on Fridays and Saturdays, the institutes stay open for learning. I really don't understand how can you stand against such a private institution after studying here? Now, I want to ask my opponent speaker, how can a student focus on their future if their minds trapped in political conflicts? My opponent's second speaker told that private universities have a lot of values. Heck, yes, few people say that. Cost can be a barrier for some private institutions. But I want to tell them, private institutions offer unique advantages that far outweigh the fees. And let's remember, many private institutions give 59% to even 100% scholarship to the meritorious students. So talent never goes unnoticed. Cost is an investment in your future. Private institutions often have smaller class sizes, which means personalized attention. Teachers know by your name, not by your roll number. Private institutions prepare students for competitive exams and encourage extracurricular activities. Just a few days ago, our school sent students for the Notre Dame and St. Gregory English Carnival. Tell me, has any public school and something like that? I think you already know the answer. And I tried my hardest to understand that. What did my opponent's first speaker say? But I can't. I think you have to clear the topic. Oh, sorry, I forgot that you don't know the answer. That's why I want to suggest you that when you go home, ask your mom, why did you admit me into a private school instead of a public school? So, judges, teachers, and my audience, public institutes may have histories, but private institutes building the future. And with your future, your present is nothing. Your past is valueless. They offer qualities, discipline, opportunities, advanced learning, and a platform for every student to shine. For me and for every student who dreams big, there's no question. Private institutes are not just better. They're the key to success in the student's world. Thank you, Honorable Moderator. Thank you, everyone.
Now the last speaker of this parliament comes to give his speech. So, someone come and give his speech. Hello, hello. Nelson Mandela once said, education is the most powerful weapon in the country and it can change the entire world. It must be the light for all, not just a candle for a few. Today, my opponents are supporting that exact candle, but we support the public institutions, the light for all. Honorable judges, respected moderator, esteemed member of the audience, and my fellow opponent speakers, a very good morning to you all. I strongly support public institutions. As the third speaker already elaborated my point saying that public universities are better than private ones. In our first line actually. And one thing that I'd like to say, why I support public institutions are that it's the only educational model that puts national development ahead of private profits. Then, public institutions are the best cross-section because there students can interact, compete, and lead alongside peers from different states or even different countries, which allows them to survive in the real world. Now, I would like my opponents already say that private institutions allow many kinds of scholarships, but let's be honest, guys. Cutting off 1/3 of a 22 lakh taka fee, you really call that affordable? No, right? Another thing my opponents might say that private institution is bound to be expensive because quality is expensive. Okay, well in that case, should we charge babies for breathing quality air? Dear audience, is it like $1,
$2, $3.
It will take us millions to even breathe for a day. What are you guys even talking about? Another question that I have to my opponents is that, what do you want to be in life? A doctor, engineer, or maybe a business casual. But as per my research, the top universities to study this are Bowen, Dhaka University, Dhaka Medical College. And did you guys notice one common thing in that? None of them are private. And I don't think my opponent speakers can really hear what my fellow teammates say. My teammate already said that private school and college is an exception. Tell me another private school that offers the same thing that private school and college does. And you were talking about Notre Dame College? Notre Dame in its own self is public. Then what is your point? Another thing is, I have some things that you guys don't. One, UNESCO on 25th January 2025 published a statement that education is public good and it should be available for everyone, ensuring social justice. And United Nations expert on 18th March 2018 warned us that education should not be monetized, especially in the hand of a profit provider. Now I have one question to my opponent that if you really think that private institutions are better, then why did you work full 1 year, your day and night, just to give an admission test on cadet college? Did you go there just to get the experience of the hall? That's why I say when the will is greater, the difficulty cannot be that great. And public institutions give students that exact will. That's why it is the superior choice for our nation. Thank you guys. Okay, now we will be enjoying the rebuttal part, and the rebuttal part, and from this side, the captain, Ayman, will go for the rebuttal, and from this side, Zoa will go for the rebuttal. So I'm asking Ayman to come on the dais and give her rebuttal speech.
First of all, I want to say everyone that choose air is human. I'm mistakenly say public instead of private, but it doesn't mean that I support public institution. And before talking about my mistake, you should increase your knowledge. college first. Notre Dame is not a public institution. It's a private institution. I have already asked a question to my opponents. I was hopeful that he could clear the topic, but I am disappointed. Thank you, Honorable Moderator, for giving me the second chance to say something with audience. After listening to my opponents, I feel like asking, are we debating reality or making excuses for failure? Let's take the example we all admire. Anna sir, one of the best ex-students of private school and college in our church, who was ranked 22 in SSC board exams. He began his at a private school instead of a public school, continued through private education, and today he is studying engineering at IUT, one of the best international universities in our country. IUT is a quasi affiliated. IUT is a quasi affiliated international university where students from 57 members countries come to study together. So tell me, if public institutes are superior, why didn't he choose one? And please don't say he didn't get a chance. We all know that he earned every step through his merits. My dear opponent's leader, I deeply respect you, but maybe you forgot that your own mother, Afrin Miss, is a respected teacher of this private institution. Before standing against private institutions, maybe wonder what makes this place so special. My opponents, I think my opponents been told that public institutes get government facilities. Yes, we know public institutes get government facilities. But can you guarantee that those facilities ever reach to the students? But can you guarantee? Or do they vanish somewhere between paperwork and politics? My opponents may talk about government scholarships, but maybe they don't even know that government gets scholarships not based on where you study, public institution or private institution, but how you study. It's your merit, not your institution, that's earned you a scholarship. Besides, private institutions provide scholarships, guidance, opportunities, just like private banks. In Bangladesh, implies 68% of the workforce compared to 32% in public ranks. In Bangladesh, there is only 52 public universities compared to 102 private ones. If public universities didn't exist, almost half of our students would not even get the chance to study for higher education. If our education starts at school and college, how would we ever turn our population into human resources? Lastly, I have a small piece of advice for our dear opposition. If you truly believe that public institutions are better, then don't waste your time here. Tomorrow morning, take your transfer certificate and get admitted into a public institution. And thank you, time is too short, that's why I can't. Time is too short. Thank you, Honorable Moderator. Thank you,
Okay, please will be keen, will be gentle, will be genial. So let's see what's happening next. So the captain now, this party will come and people are going to
Honorable Moderator, thank you for letting me on the stage once again. My first speaker, my second speaker, and I myself have made it clear that private school and college is an exception. Why does it always revolve around private school and college? You haven't given any other example of any other private institute or school. Yes, my is a teacher of this school. I am also a student. My teammates are also. How many times do I have to tell you guys that it is an exception? You cannot take an exception as an exception. If private institutes are truly believe in education, then why don't they shared their researches and thoughts with other institutions for the benefit of all. And you say that Dhaka Medical College is overcrowded and private institutes doors never close. But do you guys remember the pandemic of COVID-19? In the COVID-19, public institutes, public universities became the community center, provided food, tech, and medical help. Where were your private institutions then? Yes. Yes, public institutions are public medical hospitals are crowded because they're trusted too. In public schools, we learn to survive chaos. You learn how to coordinate the color of your uniform. Now, you guys didn't really give much example besides Mahatma Gandhi and Donald Trump. But let me give you guys one. Barack Obama, former US president, studied in a public school in Hawaii. Malala Yousafzai, Nobel Peace Prize winner, studied in a public school in Pakistan. Then, Sundar Pichai, the CEO of Google, public school student from Chennai, India. Then Elon Musk attended Waterloo Public Preparatory School. See how many great minds studied in public institutes. You guys really didn't give much proof, but I do have. Honorable moderator, here are the proofs that I would like to give you. The proofs are actually highlighted. Then, let's talk about some countries. Finland, 95% of the students there study in a public institute, but they are consistently ranked among the fifth top 5 in global education. South Korea, Japan, one of the most fastest developing country on the 21st century. Entirely public education, no fees, no elite private school. Then I have another question. Isn't it unfair that the student's success in education relies on tuitions more than talent? I'm looking forward for answers. I didn't really got the answer of my question, and I'm disappointed for that. But why did you work a whole year for just get to do the cadet entrance examination? Thank you. That's all I had to say.
So that's all the timing of the day. Now we'll be enjoying the day. So the presenter, two presenters will come. Hamidul and another person will come both sides and they will present the show. Now the debating program has finished, and now we will be enjoying the extempore speech that will be given by the student of Carnival.